Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Starting a week on Tuesday, not Monday, because it was a holiday yesterday. As you may heard over the weekend, there was a peace deal with Israel. Sorry, God, Iran. My bad. And it went well, but then I don't know what happened. I understand a bit, but basically for defensive purposes there was again more strikes. I don't know. That's basically what is being said. um but it's still like what the expected outcome and what they wanted is not there. But the market saw it as only as a optimistic, and the market was forward looking, so we rallied. But then we basically gave back a lot of the gains, almost all of it, yesterday. So let's see what actually is happening where the market is. We do have consumer confidence at 10 a.m., so that's something to keep in mind. As open trading view. Okay. Let's start with the 1 day 1 week. So okay, so NQ is leading, but when I did look at it last night, it was basically almost basically testing the previous high, and now we are able to get a little bit more strength. But ES is still looking like a doji. Excuse me. So really, that's it for right now. We are opening like on the 1 week too. We're opening above. So okay, let's get to the 1 hour and 4 hour. Real estate. Okay, that's better. So yeah, no new levels to add. That's good. We can see on the 4 hour, both are retracing. It's just ES has a stronger jackknife than NQ, so ES is leaning down. Could be a bullish then. Could be some strength. Let's see. That's the previous high. With this fair value gap, we already traded. Okay. 1 hour. So just a lot of chop. Gotta be careful of that. A lot of chop. Being selective, trading high quality setups. Be patient. We still have this gap. Let's keep that in mind. We have this huge gap. The gap is gonna want to be filled eventually. It's just a matter of when. I'm just gonna mark the whole gap. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's get to the 1 minute and 50 minute. So we see VIX is at 16.87. Still a little bit high, but honestly, it's where it was before at 19, 20s. It's definitely come down. Yeah, so just a lot of like chop. Really, that's really it. After PO3 structure, we manipulated, and then we made a new low and balanced and generated liquidity higher. And now are having a multi-top, and on ES it's similar multi-top structure, but you could see that this was a divergence. So ES made us lower high, and NQ made a higher high, and ES, because it made a lower high, actually had a stronger move down. Okay, cool. We're touching the 200 EMA. Yep, let's get to the 1 minute, 5 minute. Really not much to say here. Just the fact that on the 1 minute, sorry, on the 5 minute, on ES, we played yesterday's high. That's about it. We're jackknife on NQ's opening a bit, yeah, and then we just continue down. Both are formed valley area, and NQ's on the view up. ES is not. There we go. Oh, I wanted to also mention that I did make a little change. So this is a count reset, even though I didn't really have to. I only did it because I wanted to have a clean slate, like a clean slate to experiment a new, not strategy, not edge, but new system around the trading, the trading season. Basically, I look for one trade per day. That hasn't changed. I'm still looking for one trade per day, but the difference is that if it's a loss, off the, like, if the first trade is a loser, I'm done. So it allows me to be even more selective, more patient, and really wait for those high quality setups. So that allows me to do that. But then if I do take a 10-point trade and it's a winner, I have a chance to take another 10-point trade. I don't have to, but it's something to, so it means that I can continue to sit and observe and maybe take another trade. Or I just take a 20-point trade, and if I take a 20-point trade, it would be one trade and done. So basically, I've just looked at more points. Yeah. We have liquidity at 920. So I was thinking to play this wake test, but it's not my time yet, and the selectivity to take a higher quality trade is present. So this is a trade setup, but is it a high quality trade setup? Yeah, risk would have been fine, but it would have played. But it's not within my timing. Hey Scott, how you doing? That's good to hear. That's good. I'm doing good too. Are you looking to take a trade today? So second play was pretty crazy. Okay, now I'm green lighted. Till we do get sellers really strong here, a retest of retest of this level can happen, which is the highs. So I think we will front run it, honestly. We won't play it, but we front run it. There's liquidity right here. Honestly, I expect a pullback, and I just don't see the strength. Maybe I'm wrong. Where a fair value gap has been developed. Um, so buyers are having the strength to play midnight highs, basically the highs, but and I just don't want to take that risk of potentially front running it. You know, all this stuff that can happen. There's liquidity higher too, but it's thinned out. I can see a retracement of the fair value gap. Let's see how it would look. To play to midnight. That would have been filled. And still in the trade. Oh, no, it's stomped out. There we go, stomped out. We're consolidating. It could be a consolidation to explode even down. Let's be realistic. Can't happen. We can trade those low volume nodes. Doesn't mean that we won't go up. It just means that like we're trading some of the lower liquidity that we have low volume around is just I feel like a high probability of remediate. Even this could play. Better risk. Okay. There's the wick test. Okay, perfect. Nice play. Nice little quick 10 point. And there's the, yeah, like, that's what I say. Like, we're consolidating. It could be break the high, but I think it's a likelihood it's a break to the low. So nice trade to break out. A consolidation to strong break to the downside. Nice read on that. And a good entry. Let's take a photo of it. So this is where I would say like, okay, I already took one trade. Now I can take two trades because I took a winner and it's a 10 point. So I'm okay to take it. We're already touching VWAP. I'm gonna wait this out for a second. There's a solid entry. I'm happy with the trade though. Oh shoot, I just realized that. That's not where I actually entered. I entered after the low volume node. So I entered here. That's my exit didn't feel the most sound. I will just say that. My exit didn't make the most sense to me. But besides that, I think it was a good quality trade. Okay, here's buyer stepping in. So yeah, there's a liquidity sweep. We clear this whole low volume node and now buyers are stepping in. Expected. Let's just see where we play to and if we can get a better read to take another high quality setup like that. Okay, buyers are pushing, sellers are showing a little bit of strength and power over buyers attempting to make this move. We got CVD flipped negative after that strong move down. Slightly negative. It's bit almost neutral basically. We do have consumer confidence at 10 a.m. Okay, there's that flush. Second leg replay, continuation down. Anyone who sold into that and held is just getting wiped out. Entry is valid. We have a strong delta. Buyers having a nice rip. Very nice. The liquidity higher. Might have just a breakout. We might just accelerate right here. Or not. No, there it is. A little bit. Buyers are trying though. liquidity at 30,000. Wow. We're gonna almost touch 30,000. Crazy to think about. I'm not gonna put the bets that we're gonna play 30,000, but basically making a new high. Could happen, but I'm not gonna bet that for myself. Okay, flipped higher. Okay. Strong buyer stepping in. A lot of liquidity higher. Really wants it. There's a play of the previous high, the all-time high. That's the play of the all-time high right there. Okay, there it is. Not yet. Very close. Buyers are doing well. But ES has to clear this low volume node. Let's see if we get the acceleration, because excuse me, it's perfect alignment though. Either if we play this low volume node, we accelerate through it, but sellers already stacking up a little bit. There it is. There it is. With the news and with the institution open, ripped higher, manipulated just before, and then by 30-20. Wow, look at us go. New highs. Why did that feel special? I think it's because it's 30,000. 30,000. You know, that's a big. It's like, think about it, like 30,000. That was 2,800. Oh, it just feels cool. I guess it's just because we were in the 20,000s for so long, right? Like we were in the 20,000s since. I have to keep scrolling. Let me look at the 1 week. Let me look at the 1 week. We're in the 20,000s since. Not even before that. We were in we entered the 20,000s, and probably people had the same moment at oh my god, 2 years ago. 2 years ago was when we hit 20,000, and now we're touching 30,000. Shocking. Look at the doji. It's going good, Scott. It's just that NQ hit a new level of 30,000, right? And it's not anything special. It's just that we spent we were in the 20,000s for 2 years, and now we touched the 30,000s, and it's just another whole number. And then maybe in 10 years, or not even 10 years, maybe in 5 years, we'll hit 40,000, or even before that. Who knows? Delta strong. Sellers retracing a bit. Player point of control seems reasonable. There it is. I mean, it's good that NQ is leading. NQ made a new high. ES did not make a new high, which is good. But would like to see some continuation in ES. Maybe it'll happen later in the season. Let's be realistic. It's 10 a.m. See, this is the benefit of also trading two trades. That I can sit here a bit longer, which I don't know. I just feel like it's a rep for being selective, taking high quality trades, but also seeing more of the movement. I think that no matter what, the more you expose yourself to the arena, the more familiar you are with the price action. I think it's a net benefit. Of course, the only net, the only thing is that, of course, if I'm staying longer, a little bit more of a mental drain. Of course, that's just normal, but it's not a huge mental drain. I don't know. And especially if you're doing well, you follow your system and you're staying within your protocols, you're gonna be fine. Okay, here's buyer stepping in. Okay, beautiful. ES is now making a new high, which is good. I don't want to take this as long. It could work, but I just don't trust it to play this. Yes, it could work, but I don't want to take a trade into 30,000 as we just literally played it the first time ever.
How are you feeling?
Amazing.
Self-aware? How's your self-control?
Good.
How's your emotional regulation?
Amazing.
Are you only focusing on A+ setups?
Yes.
Your patience is very important. This
This could also be a very slow grind. A lot of pulls. I mean, what I mean is a lot of retracements. ES is now like switched to testing its high. Field buyers breaking out. Strong delta, strong volume. Seller absorbed. Consolidation here, looks like a struggle. Buyers over, sellers over strengthening buyers. Yeah, just a failed option. Buyers came with high volume, sellers met them. Right back to the range. Second Tesla value area. Liquidity higher at the 20s. So whatever edge I had here played, but it's not like I wasn't even paying attention to it. Oops. Thing is, we have a double bottom here, but what's interesting is that what ES is doing, you know? I feel like ES is helping now move NQ a little bit to the highs. Decent amount of liquidity higher, but it's just all over the place a little bit. Jackknife. The thing with these grindy days is that we just have a lot of these retracements, which is fine. But for my edge, doesn't really affect me because I literally just trade like for 10 seconds, 15 seconds. But it just, also gets the noise is increasing, so the understanding of not the move, but of the entry and where to enter from is just a little bit harder because it's just like a little bit more revisiting that we do now when we get choppy like this. So let's sit and wait. ES is holding its level well. I mean, it's a double touch. So now here is a moment I really need to have a entry that allows it allows a more patient entry. I need to see more confirmation. I need to see more conviction in the trade, and most importantly, like see some type of second leg structure, some type of first touch, second touch even. Gotta be really careful with those entries, especially if we're getting choppy like this. But the best case scenario is I would just take one trade today. So I'm also open to that, but I generally feel like the move that I've taken to go to 2 trades is nice because it's like I feel like I'm sitting longer, which is testing new muscles, and I feel like a muscle of sitting here and not trading, being selective, the fact that I'm already green and I'm being even more selective, and I'm being careful. We got the liquidity higher. Liquidity right under 20s. I think it's just being almost filled there. Oh, nice manipulation. Now 2600 has played, or 2600. Probably a wick test to play here. They haven't played a wick test yet. There it is. I mean, if you had the speed, seeing this manipulation, marketing in and playing that wick test would have played for a nice 10-point trade. Okay. I think this will fail. I don't think this is going to be bullish. Another liquidity sweep is potential possibility. ES has just been holding that level. Okay. Another new high. Solid push, playing 40s. Liquidity is still present higher, but this is not something to chase. Good play to a wick test for sellers to transact this low volume node. Liquidity at 50s. A lot of volume in that candle. At this push, a lot of volume. I think it kept it afloat, playing 60s. Okay, we're moving, which is good. Let's see what happens next. I would want to play this, but I feel like the entry could be a little bit too aggressive. I want to see how we first react to that wick. This will be a second like play. Okay. Okay, so I would have played Now, why did I hesitate there? Let's think. I mean, risk was honestly pretty good too. The hesitation, I think, was just the entry felt a little bit too early, and I was worried that we would react to this wick. But you got to think, what is a bigger spot for the market? This wick test or this clear of the low volume node and wick test here? That was the better play. So that's my fault. Should have not hesitated there. I was a high quality setup, really good trade. So that's my bad. I think that my hesitation comes from entries where it feels a little bit too early, more specifically more aggressive, and because of that I hesitate, and that's not right. I don't need to hesitate on that, because those are high quality trades too, simply because I'm still playing a thesis. My entry is just feeling a little bit more aggressive simply because I'm entering not at this like breakout or acceleration trade. So yeah. I also think because the market has been choppy, I was a little bit worried that it will play, have some noise and then play. But yeah, okay, cool. Just take the lesson, move forward with it. That's the best thing you can do. But yeah, um, definitely that trade was good. Let's just see if I don't know. It might be a one trade day. I don't know if I'll get another opportunity like that. To be honest with you, it's so weird to eat yogurt with a big spoon. I don't even think there was a second touch entry for that trade too. Pretty sure. I would have to like replay that. The low volume node was front run. Had a little bit of a pushback. I don't even think it was enough to fill me. Maybe wrong, but I don't know. I'll have to see. And that low volume node is not really filled too, so it's still something to potentially retrace. Aggressive seller stepped in. Okay, so ES has been pushing higher too, which is good. We played that wick test. Yeah, we played that wick test. ES could push to 255 to 60. Oh, look at that push. Nice. We're playing 80s now. 80s is, we know 80s and 20s are big, so let's see how we react to that. And we front runned it by 1 point to 80s. Okay, we played the 80. Okay, aggressive seller stepping in. Let's see if they get absorbed. No, they're strong, these aggressive sellers. It might be that the buyers might be a positive thing actually. These are pretty big asks. Sellers trying. There's a low volume node which kind of front run. You know what I just realized about that trade too? if I was not careful with the exit, it could have been a break even because of that low volume node. I didn't fully do the wig test. It was off by maybe, let's see how much it was off. It was off by, I think, a tick. Yeah, a tick. I mean, a tick I think I would have been filled out for. A tick difference? Probably. I'm not 100% sure because I've seen some close trades play out. We have liquidity at 100. Wow. We were literally paying 30,000 and now we're almost near 100. 3,100. I would want to see ES just push a little bit. It could play 55s. That's the next target for it. Okay, IB is gonna set in 2 minutes. When was the last time I stayed here till IB? Wow, crazy. There's a lot of liquidity higher, but I think we need to have a little bit of retracement so that we can generate that liquidity to the 3100s. I really low volume no play could play, but I think we need a deeper play. Yeah. Let's see. I might, depending on how we play and how sellers are absorbed here, I might take a long into the previous high. That's a valid setup too. We're grinding up. Follow the trend, right? So we front run the low volume node. Okay, there we go. We finally filled it. Sellers are continuing lower. And this is good. I want to see this. It's a little bit too deep. Very deep, okay. Honestly, if you want, you go right back to value area high. I'm okay with that. You can. It's still an edge, right? Or come here and play this low volume node. Whatever you want to do, market. Just have a continuation move. Don't have like this choppy fest. Let's see how this candle closes. I'm also worried that this candle will close nice, but then it'll be like, trap a little bit more buyers and sellers and then actually do the move. It can always happen. Very nice close, which is good. I think I'm going to do a second touch on this entry, not a first touch. Just to really make sure that, I don't get like so let's see, I'm going to have to limit into this. I do like my risk. How much time on the 1 minute on the 5 minute candle? 4 minutes. Hesitating a bit. Okay, good. Good patience. Good patience for sure. That would have been a stomp out. Sellers are still strong here. That's what I was talking about, the type of pain that I was expecting the market to give before it actually makes the move. Okay, depending on how this closes, I'll play this. Let's see. Camp filled. Buyers trying. Reduce risk. And the reducer is too fast though. Okay. Reducing risk faster. I was worried about that. Fuck. Just want to give it a little bit of breathing room, but want to keep my wrist tight. Okay, good job. But God, the choppiness. Might just bail this, seriously. I got out. I think I took a break even on that. I think. I would have to check because that's what I wanted to. Yeah, that was a break even. Okay, good. Just because that was a little bit sketchy. Happy I got out of that. That would have been a stomp out. Definitely took a little hit on my my trailing threshold though. We gotta be a little bit careful of that. But happy I got out of that with a break even. A little bit sketchy. Definitely got the hard going just simply because wow, that was close to getting stomped out. We had a nice move. You know, maybe that play to the wick test. I'm happy that I realized that, but I just kind of wish I realized that a little bit sooner. Yeah, but this consolidation looks like sellers are gonna break. I really think sellers are getting a lot more momentum. IB was set, so let's mark that. This is consolidation. Breaking this looks promising. I like this play because this consolidation looks strong. I mean, we could break higher, but if we do break lower, I'm gonna take the trade. If we break higher, I'm not gonna take the trade. Like, I don't want to see a break of IB. We could actually see a break of IB, but I'd rather see a break of IB. Actually, a break of IB for 10 points could play, but I don't think I would want to take that setup. I mean, it could play for sure. But I would want to see a break of IB and a retest, but I'm not gonna wait that long for that to happen, and I just don't want to. It's potential setup, but I don't want to really play that.
Are you trying to fix losses?
So here, you would need to expect a breakout immediately for 10 points. It doesn't feel like a high quality setup. Like, that's a big order that stepped in right there. Just realize that. Could actually have the follow through. Okay, let's see. I think we will. But that's such a big volume order. Okay. But, yeah. Okay. I would have not. Okay, there's the fill out. So, yes. The breakout of IB would have played. But of course, like when we saw that, we resayed it, but we were like, it doesn't feel like a proper setup for this kind of price action, and I think that was the right call. And we're literally front running the liquidity at 100. There it is, we filled it. So that big buyer stepped in. If I saw that big buyer, and acted on a big buyer, then maybe, because he gave a lot of conviction into taking that setup for sure. Okay, new high on ES. So that breakout did happen to the upside. That was a 23-point candle. Okay, we have to be careful because ES is testing 55s, which I was a little bit worried about. Next target is 60s. Doji right there. I mean, we could play, but it's also just what am I targeting, right? That's the problem. What am I even targeting? Like this? What is this? So that's why I'm not gonna take the trade. Fire stepping in. A breakout. I mean, the volume is nice, but I don't want to get trapped. I don't want to take a trade. I mean, if I take this trade, it's honestly just because I'm looking to chase it, and I don't want to do that. But I'll just see if it would have played. So basically, targeting 120, that would have been filled on the first touch. Strong reaction by buyers. Buyers are in this for real. Like really big orders. I would have not been filled. Still would have not been filled. That's the break even. Yeah, trade front run my target by 2 points, 2.25 points to be exact. Liquidity at 118. Wow, it's a lot of liquidity at 100. It's a lot of liquidity at 100. What do you think? 117. Oh, okay, it disappeared. I think we might have another test of IB. It's just a matter of when, you know. Okay, I'm almost done for the day. I'm basically have to finish before 10:45, so it might be just be 1 hour plus a positive, like a break-even trade, but 0.5, no 0.25. I don't want to squeeze anything in here too. If I do see a valid setup, I'll act, but it needs to be valid. I feel good. I'm really proud of my performance today. Really calm, really worked on those high quality trades. I'm really happy I bailed that trade. And overall, I'm happy with the performance. Again, like, I don't like the target. The 90s. Maybe we actually could target the 90s because there's some liquidity present. But 89s. My risk is above that wick test. Buyers are stepping in nicely right now, very clean. Yeah, that last seller just got absorbed hard. Let's see if this would have played. Basically, the entry here to target the lows again. Cause I don't think this range is done. Okay, that's basically my time to go. Good performance. Happy with the day, honestly. I think main things which I would take out of today was just that this was a good play. Um, not a lot of opportunities there. Really, this opportunity, this low volume no play, was an A plus quality setup. I just hesitated because of the entry. Something to note, something to track, and that's something to keep in mind of. This trade, I'm very happy I bailed out. Of course, I didn't bail out quickly. I took quite a minute to bail out, which could have costed me 100%. So now this trade is finally paying out. To play that low volume node. I don't like it because this could easily close as a doji with ESS supporting the IB. But yeah, that's basically then we had this nice push out, low volume node. We'll probably revisit IB, but it is my time to go. I'm not going to overstay my welcome. See, that's exactly what I was talking about. So we got to close the day a little bit more positive, of course. You know, it was a breakout, but I mean, at the end of the day, that
urge to take another trade.
at the end, I'm happy with that because if you think about it, I could have let's turn off the cam here. Oops. Yeah. Let's close this. Okay. So what I was saying is that I could, what was I even saying? I don't know. Oh yeah, the break even. Like, I'm grateful for that. Like, you know, yes, yes, you know, I entered that first trade and the second trade. The second trade that I looked was a really high quality setup. I couldn't act on just simply because I hesitated over the entry. The third trade, which I took, right thesis. Oh, I forgot to take a photo. Might as well take it later because now it's closed. I won't be able to. This is why I love like my guardrails. Like it's pretty cool because I can't open it anymore. It's like it's a cutoff, right? So I have to wait till 6 p.m. to take a photo, which is fine. So cool. Basically, yeah. So that trade, I mean, I guess I need to look over the replay because the trade did run up a good amount. You know, my TT definitely took a hit, like not a crazy hit, like $1,000. I think like $1,000 hit, like $1,000 hit, maybe a little bit more, probably a little bit more. So that's something to keep in mind. But basically, these things are gonna happen. Like, you know, it's gonna happen. Like that's, I guess, you know, it's a little annoying when you have trailing threshold, you have to deal with that. But this is why it's so important to take high quality trades. Today I'm very proud of my performance because I was so focused on those high quality trades, very selective, very patient. I'm really happy with my trades today. The fact that they were so patient, the fact that the entries were so patient, and the fact that I was really just like, if I could go back, like literally three trades were a potential opportunity. 3 trades, that's it. So that's good, and I'm happy that I executed on the right trades. So the break even trade, I mean, I'm favorable break even, like I'm $500 break even on that trade, which is great. You know, it could have been a little bit worse. I guess I'm being honest with you, it's a little bit of emotions, like being like, you know, you could have, you know, hit your win amount, but that's not the right way to think. So if I'm thinking like that, like it's something I have to work on. It's actually just it's friction. It's a friction of change, right? The old self, the old me is like, okay, this, oh, like we gotta maximize the day. Like, you know, you have a limit of 4,000. We gotta hit that 4,000 limit. But then the new one who I'm trying to cultivate, the person who has to like do the change, and the person who has, like, you know, already has a lower advantage, because the first person who wants to hit the 4,000 is someone who has already built it in my brain. The new person is cutting the weeds, trying to make its new path and getting there, right? So he's having difficulty, right? And that's me right now. So I have to keep on being like, okay, no, you know, we're not supposed to maximize a day. We could have walked with one trade. We could have walked, like, basically, yes, I'm up $500 more, which is great. I'm not gonna complain. Actually, yeah, because I'm up $500 more, so my trailing threshold may be down by $500, which is good. Which is good. But like, at the end of the day, I think it was good risk management. Of course, I would have said bailed out sooner. With the amount of noise, and you gotta also think one thing which is a crucial mistake about that trade risk. Talking about management, you can easily see I had my risk set to a certain point and I moved it down to give it a little bit more breathing room. I don't think it's right. I can see why I did it to give the breathing room, right? With how choppy it is. But of course, if it did, have a little bit more noise and hit my trailing threshold, I'm taking a little bit. My stop loss. I'm taking a little bit more risk. I'm taking a bigger loss, right? So that was one thing I'm not super proud of. But I think the overall handling, I'm happy I bailed out. I just clicked the exit button. I didn't expect to, close a trade green, but I did. It could have closed a trade with a loser, and that would have been something I have to be fine with too, right? So it's about that, right? And I'm happy that it was I'm happy that trade happened. Like, if it was just a winner, it would have been like, okay, great stuff. But this is a better lesson because you gotta think. I'm dealing with the emotions that, oh, you should have traded more, or like, you had more opportunity, right? But that's not the correct behavior, right? And I'm happy that I'm walking away with what 1.25R, but I'm walking away with the lesson of the break even. I'm walking with the lesson that, something I've noticed today, which I need to keep aware of, is that, that old person is like, you could stay longer, you could trade, you could do it, like it's the desire to do it, it's the desire to get to that state, which doesn't have to happen today, and these days are gonna happen. Like, it would be so wrong for me to think that every day is gonna be a max profit day. No, like, really, like, we're gonna have losers, 100%. Wait, we're gonna have losers. Maybe tomorrow, maybe later. Of course, I'm gonna be very, very patient, trade high quality, and take A+ trades, so I can, of course, remove some of the losses that will come in the near future, right? And then just the fact that it's okay to walk away with less, like taking one trade or something like that. Like, you gotta also think that, let's be realistic, like maybe if it was a more trendy day, then I would see 2 10-point trades would have happened faster. And if you think about it, if I did take that A+ quality trade up that I did hesitate on, I would have 100% finished earlier. But let's be realistic, I'm staying here much longer than I usually do, and that does change things around. Like, it is eating a little bit in my business time, in my YouTube time. So doesn't mean that I cannot adapt to it. Like, to be honest, like, I'm saying that as if, like, after trading is done, I don't have the rest of the day, right? That can just be more business in YouTube. So I guess I just have to move things around, because it's not really bad to sit a little bit longer. And I like it, I like it because I get to talk more, I get to observe more, I get to express more of my thinking, which only sharpens me, because like, I'm seeing these clues, I'm building the resource in my brain that connects this to this. It's like pattern recognition. But I'm happy that I'm happy with the change. And the reason why I'm in this good mood is honestly just because I was able to have good execution, have A+ quality selection, and because of that, I can be in a good mood. So I think that's the creme de la creme, right? That's everything. That's like the most important thing I need to focus on. Okay, guys, great. I'm gonna get going. Yeah, talk later. Hope you all have a good one. And I hope that you take care, and I'll see you all tomorrow. And yeah, happy 30,000s, I guess. Because NQ hit 30,000s, we're already like 100 points past it, which is cool. But yeah, guys, I'll see you all later, okay? Have a good one, and peace.